We are back after, oh, I don't know, a very long time being away. Diz, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. We're back. I have a working flight sim again, which is pretty cool. It's a little hard to fly when you don't have a working flight sim, but anyways, we're back, and we're ready. We just flew 2 legs, did a little bit of testing to make sure everything was kosher, and we're getting ready to head over to Las Vegas and then going back. We are back with all of our good stuff here. We got the iPad up. You've got me. Unfortunately, we also have our control cam, as we always have. So, we're going to get ready to go. We did get a lot of this done prior. I just have a couple flows to do. Most of the FMC is set. Let's go ahead and just start with our flow here, just to get this airplane ready to be turned around. Again, the FMC is pretty much all ready to go. We're going up to 25. Landing in Vegas is 2150, I believe. Yep. Got that set. It's going to be the right starter for this flight. My leg, my FD is set. We're going to reset the fuel flow, put that to RTO. Wonderful. We're in good shape. We can come on over to Fans GUI and get this ready to go here. Let's go ahead and log on here. We're going to log on as Southwest 794. That log on is going. We should have ATC provided by PilotEdge. So we come down here, check out our FMC. We're going to do the briefing and everything here, but we pretty much have everything set up and ready to go. We'll actually start the APU. ATC Master Field Las Vegas, slap 2 mice and rounders 4 is filed, except maintain 4,000. 250 and 5, so let's see, we're going up to 4, 250. In 5, departure frequency is 34.2 with a squawk of 4504. We'll go ahead and accept that. All right, 4504 is set in our squawk here. Let's go ahead and write that down. We got 9.5 on the gas. All right, let's see. We are maintain 4,000. 250 and 5, 34.2 with a squawk of 4504. Yeah, buddy, we're back. I told you we would be. I feel like you didn't believe me. I said make sure everything was working right. I am alive. I'm in the middle of the year, so I have no free time to do like anything, but I am alive. Okay, let's go ahead and brief it up. So I'm going to be the pilot flying. You're going to be the pilot monitoring on this flight. If we look at our station information page for Burbank here, let's go ahead and get the iPad out real quick. Let's see here, we need Burbank. So we got the SIP here for Burbank. Let's see here. General, due to close proximity departure on the runway 26 to terminal ramp area, we just have to be careful so we don't push into the runway here. Push back. We don't have to call, we'll call ready for taxi. Taxi out, so it's basically hotspot 1 is the non-standard runway holding position markings for 826, and hotspot 2 is going to be the non-standard markings for 1533. So when we get to our first hold bar, that's going to be for 826. Once we're cleared across that, if we are go across it and then we come across another hold bar that we're not sure what it is, let's just hold short and figure out what's going on there. And that's really all we need to worry about there. So that's going to be the SIP for that airport. We have no alternates. We're below our maximum landing weight. However, if we need to make an immediate return somewhere, we're going to go to Los Angeles. We also have Ontario down the road. Longer runways, better services. So any issues, we're going to Los Angeles. No NOTAMs that affect us. There's no adverse weather in the area. Taxi routing over to runway 15 is going to be via Alpha Crossing 8, Hotspot 2 and Hotspot 1. Again, those hotspots are the non-standard hold positioning markings for 826 and 1533. So be aware of that. Runway is dry. Let's go ahead and check love cars here. Put fans GUI away. Let's get love cars out, and let's see here. We need a minimum climb of 340 to 2100. So we want 340, 2100 off of 15. Let's request that takeoff data. And we've got the numbers there. So runway's dry, winds are 8 knots on the nose. Prior to 80 knots, we'll stop for demast caution or non-normal indication. After 80 knots and up to 2V1, we will only stop for an engine fire or failure, windshield warning, or if the aircraft is unable or unsafe to fly. After V1, it'll be a normal takeoff. We'll climb out at V2 plus 20. We'll accelerate at 1778, clean up the airplane, and go from there. We're cleared to Las Vegas as filed. Up to 4,000 is set. We'll expect 250 departures 34.2 with a squawk of 4504 is set. For Burbank, Las Vegas, Southwest 794 off 15. It's the slap 2 to Meissen. And then it's the rounders for arrival. Slap 2 off runway 15. It's a 155 track to 1180 or 400 feet, and then a 210 heading with radar vectors to rave at or above 7,000, slaps at or above 13,000. Yappies at or above 15,000, Jetic at or below flight level 190, B-Bites at or above flight level 200, Antelope, Navy, and Meissen. We're going to be on heading select and VNAV on the departure. We are not going to be doing a heads-up takeoff. The minimum required climb gradient is a minimum climb of 340 feet. Nautical mile to 2,100 feet is set. We have a simple special off 15. It's basically a 160 heading with a minimum clean-up altitude of 1778. There is a note: if the engine failure occurs at or after V1 to runway end, the turn to heading 160 must be commenced at runway end. If the engine failure occurs after the runway end, turn to heading 160 as soon as possible. So that's our engine out procedure. Got 160 set in my right course to remind myself of a right turn. I'm good, man. I went about 2 months without being able to really fly all that much, which sucked, but I'm good. Just very, very, very busy with work. What's up, Tucker? Okay. That's pretty much everything we've got there. So we got the before start checklist, FMC programmed, briefings are complete. Oxygen mask stand quantity check, DC's on, navigation switches, normal display switches, auto normal. Fuel is going to be 9.5 clear, 9.5 center pumps off. Passenger signs on, window on, hydraulic pump stays off, bees on, pressurization is set auto. Flight instruments are 2991, set auto brakes RTO, takeoff warning horn is checked, parking brake is set, transponder, TARA, aileron, and rudder trim is set before so checks complete. Alright, APU is up, we are on the APU, so we're in good shape there. That's good, man. I'm going to have to check you out. Wish I had more time, but I will have to check you out. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and we're going to get ready to push. Let's pull the chocks.
Locking gear.
Door management. Let's close everything. We'll just arm all the doors. We're in good shape there. All right, let's put love cars away for the time being. And we're going to start doing our flow here. So we got a zero fuel of 100.6. That gives us 109.9. Is good. I'll pull up love cars again so you can see it. N1s, we're going to run 58 over 26. Climb 2, flap 1. 87.8 is checked. 18, 20, and 26. And we've got VNAV set. It's going to be nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
going well, man. It's very busy. My last day off was last Tuesday, and my next day off isn't until July 16th. And then after the 16th, I'm gonna work every day until about the end of July. So it's the 100 days of hell is here. I work just ungodly hours this time of year. Before push checklist, 0 fuel weight 100.6, Saitek weight 109.9 is set. 109.9 cross checked. N1s are going to be 58 over 26 reduced set. For runway 15 is set. Flaps PWB1, CD1, B speeds 18, 20, 26 set. Stab trim 5.0. Set minimum clear altitude 1778. Set flight deck door. Lights up. 4 push checks are complete. It is, man. It is just the 100 days of just absolute hell. You just know it going into it. But it's okay. I get my days off in the winter. At least that's what I tell myself. All right, we're good to push. Let's go ahead and get out of here. All that's removed. Cool. Brakes released, jerk foot push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
All right, packs off, and let's go ahead and spin number 2. Oil pressure. I'm borderline surprised I remember how to fly. It's been such a long time since I've done these flows. That's why I had to fly 2 flights before I started streaming. I had to make sure I remember how to do it. Brakes are set, you're clear to disconnect. Thanks for the push. Have a nice day. Start a cut up. Roll back. Backs off, spin 1. Oil pressure. Light off.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Start a cut up. Roll back. Right. October bypass pin and communications bag are clear. Nice little salutes. Send by flaps. Flaps 1. Control check. Vortex checklist, electrical generators on, Burbank on, ADS off, flight controls free, flight deck windows closed and locked, flaps CDU1 indicates 1 green light. Your Vortex checklist is complete. It's good to get out of here. Of course, the brakes are going to be garbage. There we go. Let me get the ATIS. I know definitely changed. It's hotel now. Burbank ground Southwest 794 just pushed off of Alpha 1 for taxi with hotel. Runway 15, taxi via Alpha, cross 8 of Beam Alpha, Southwest 794. All right, taxi lights on, let's go. All right, we're Beam Alpha crossing 15.
6.
All right, crossing 8. I cannot wait for Burbank to start using their new terminal. It's gonna be so nice. I think it's October is when that's supposed to happen. Big cup of coffee, heading over to Las Vegas, and then back to Burbank this evening. Approaching departure runway. Before takeoff checklist. Minimum takeoff fuel. Verified. Departure plan. Not required. Attendant notification. Complete. Electrical generators on. Anti-ice off. PAX auto bleeds engine on. AP off. Start switches left. Continuous AP off. Flaps. CDU 1 indicates 1 green light. Start levels auto recall. Check. Before takeoff checklist complete. Towers 18-7, departures 34-2. Alright, it's going to be a 210 heading on departure. I'm going to fly that in heading select. Burbank Tower, good evening, Southwest 794, ready to go, runway 15. Runway 15, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 794. Alright, we're cleared for takeoff. I have a Thrustmaster Airbus yoke. The only thing though is I had to take my WinWing Airbus autopilot and put it over here. I had to dismantle a vast majority of my setup to make it work, and it wasn't the best thing ever, but it got the job done. Alright, runway 15 is verified, finals clear, and we're gonna get out of here.
On runway 15, 6,200 feet remaining.
So takeoff thrust 87.8. Flight Hero. Alright, return ahead at 210. Alright, set speed, blunt thrust. Flaps up. There's 3 for 4. Park is up 794 K. SoCal project today, Southwest 794, passing 3,500, climbing up 4,000, heading 210. Right turn direct Rave, region of departure, climb via SID, Southwest 794. Alright, right turn direct Rave, via the SIDs to 230. We're going to put that into VNAV. We're going to fly our flap up maneuvering speed still. We're going to go direct to Rave, confirm, execute that. LNAV is available. Center that to give me a good flight director. Maintain flap up maneuvering speed until we are direct to Rave. Then I will let it accelerate like that. There's direct Rave. Go ahead, we're through 5,000. We got delete the D-rate. And we're direct to Rave now. And there's Command A. I don't pay any attention to AI aircraft. If AI aircraft are just in the way, then they're just in the way. I don't know. I mean, I have the WinWing autopilot panels. Those work well. Any sort of joystick, I couldn't tell you. I know Thrustmaster is good. It's 10,000 feet. Climb checklist. Pressurization. Check, start switches off, APU off, climb checklist complete. But when it comes to actual hardware, again, I know Thrustmaster's been around a long time, but I don't own any WinWing hardware, so aside from my autopilot panels, so I'm not sure. I wish I had a better answer. 33.2, see you next time, Southwest 794. LA Center, good evening, Southwest 794 is out of 13,700, climbing via the slap 2 direct right. Climb via Sid, accept maintain flight level 250, Southwest 794. Alright, so we gave us via the Sid to flight level 250. We're gonna end up getting stuck at flight level 190 because of this restriction at Jetic, which is gonna suck. So there's a lot going on, but like with anything, once you kind of learn the rows of everything, it kind of makes sense. I just know you just don't want to smash your head into anything up here. That hurts like a mofo. And there goes our auto throttles for some reason. We're leveling off at, let's see what's going on here. Is that a sim thing? Is that... Okay. Alright, somehow one of my throttles became desynced. Alright, there's 18,000 feet standard set. We're back in N1. We're coming up to flight level 190. There's FMC speed and VNAV path. It's way easier, but I don't know. It's weird for me. It's sometimes it feels too easy. It just that's why I didn't fly it all that much when I was away. I think I flew maybe like 8 flights. Airbus was nice. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I get more joy out of this. It's also because I know this airplane a lot better than another. So. Different if I knew the Airbus as well as I know this airplane. This is my job, so I just know this Not really. It doesn't get boring to me because I know the systems and I know how to operate the airplane, so it's a lot of fun flying an airplane in very complex airspace, and you can execute everything to a T the right way every time. But no, it doesn't get boring. Like I said, I consider this airplane my job. It's my job airplane. I guess for me, the 777 is fun, I guess, but I don't know if it wasn't this airplane, I don't know what I would be flying. Maybe a CRJ occasionally. I don't know. I'm a creature of habit. I've worked at the same place for over 12 years. Flown this airplane since whenever it came out for FSX, so I don't know, 2008 maybe, and I'm a creature of habit, like it. Yeah, we'll do some WestJet stuff. I certainly will. I might do some Air Canada stuff in the MAX, but I gotta wait for the Windwing MCP to actually become compatible with SP1. I actually haven't flown SP1. I've been away from the sim for so long. I feel like I miss so much stuff. One of which is Service Pack 1 for the iFly MAX. But I wasn't able to get my MCP working with SP1 of the iFly MAX, so I'm waiting until it gets officially supported. There's N1 and VNAV speed. Good old Air Canada. I'm just glad they fly to Cleveland again. For a while they were missing there. But now they fly the E-175 down here, which is pretty cool. Once we get up to 250, we're immediately going to have to start doing the arrival brief, and then we're going to dispatch out our next flight back to Burbank. Is MCP speed VS? Got this going in 2,000 feet a minute. I did not. I unfortunately worked all day. It's 4th of July, so I did not see any of it. It's the only thing in the summer that's kind of a bummer about my job. I work the most when everybody else is off, so and there's holidays and stuff like that. The only holidays I don't work are Thanksgiving and Christmas because it's frozen tundra here in Ohio. Every other holiday, I work. 1,000 to go. Oh, still, no, I didn't see it. I don't know, what is it? $500 to go. This is Alta Choir. There's all told FMC speed and VNAV half. Perfect. Let's go ahead and look at the ADAS here for Las Vegas. All right, we'll send that over and get the ADAS here for Vegas. Vegas, switch 210 at 12, 10 miles, scattered 15,000, broken 25,000. The altimeter is going to be 2981. And they're on the 26s. Perfect. All right, let's take a look here. PilotEdge is showing the same thing. It's PilotEdge information November at 0156 Zulu. 210 at 10 miles. We got scattered at 15. Broken 25. Temperature 38. 2.4, altimeter 2981. And we're using 26 left. Runways 19er left and right, and 26 left. That's good. All right, coming into VNAV. Let's go ahead and desk wind request. The rounders 4, we're going to be the ILS 26 left. I'm going to request a visual approach. (2981), that's good. Prague. We got 5.2. Landing runway 26 left, let's request landing data. That's going to give us a landing weight of 1058 and 2025. Perfect, 105.8. 2025, that's good. Let's see, it's going to be a visual approach. Touchdown general elevation is 2069. There's 2069, 2981. All right, approach brief. Be the rounders 4 RNAV arrival from Meissen. Meissen's at or above flight level 240. Teddy Whatever at or above flight level 190. Rounders 250 knots between 16 and 13. Grandma Beauties at or above 13,000. Envy's at or above 1000. Red Wind 210 at or above 9,000. Bourbon 210 at or above 8,000. And then a 079 heading with radar vectors to the approach. Descend via the rounders 4, landing runway 26 left, southwest 794. Lowest altitude's 8. Transition low is going to be 18,000 feet. There's no adverse weather in the area. Let's double check NOTAMs for Las Vegas, make sure there's nothing I missed. Arrival, ILS 26 right, DME's out of service. That doesn't mean anything to me. No, there's nothing that affects us here. Looking at our station information page for Las Vegas. We're going to Charlie 24. So that's going to be ramp control west on 124.4. Going to Charlie 24. Taxi in. Really nothing special. Don't enter the ramp control area without a clearance from ramp control. That doesn't apply to us. It's not a special airport. We have no MELs. The approach is going to be a visual approach. We're going to back it up with the ILS to runway 26 left. Localizer 111.5. Final approach course is going to be 259. Touch on zone elevation for 26 left on a visual approach is 2069. If we go miss, we'll go up to 6,000 feet, and it's just going to be a visual maneuver for us. We don't have a published missed for a visual approach. Landing 26 left. We'll probably end up making alpha. Our goal is to make alpha 5 So we can make Alpha 5 cross 26 right and Bravo 5 straight to the ramp, going to Charlie 24, which is in that area there. Any questions? Yeah, weather hasn't been too great over here for golfing either, but it's okay. It rained today for the first time in a while. It was like 100 degrees the past few days, so. Descent checklist. Minimums are set. VREF and V target 2025 set noted. Auto brakes off. Free call. Check. Descent checklist complete. Perfect. We got a top of descent in a few miles here. We'll go ahead and let's go ahead and start dispatching out our next flight. Start getting this next flight ready to go. Biggest to Burbank today. Okay, we're launching as Southwest 2163 from last to Burr. I doubt we need an alternate, we don't. And we're allegedly out at 0345. That's not what we want. (7832) Alpha, 1 hour and 10 minutes. Off 26 right, arriving runway 8. We're up to 220, and let's figure out how many passengers we have. One seat open, so 136. Actually, I'm sure a non-rev would take that, so let's just make it 137. Let's briefing preview this. 5.1, all that stuff looks good at 220. I'm happy. Let's go ahead and generate it. Pre-file on PilotEdge. Shoot. 2163. Perfect. That's now. And down we go to Las Vegas. That's crazy. I'm ready for the snow. I'm fully ready for it. I'm hoping for snow. Yeah, this is the A1. Start toning these lights down a little bit. Let's start getting it into the evening kind of mood. Alright, so we got our next flight dispatched out, so that's all good. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm boring. I have no time to watch any TV. I wish I had the time to. I just don't. Sorry, Nano. You'll find I'm a very boring individual. I don't, aside from work and this, I don't travel. All right, we're on our way down to 8,000 on the Rounders arrival here. There is an ILS Yankee that connects to the arrival, but I'm not going to select it. I'm going to request just more of a visual approach. This way I can vector myself around and make it a little bit nicer for me. Retard. Throttles are coming back to idle. And we're heading down via the rounder. I know it's just not for some people. I mean, you know, they're all very different. Growing up, I never watched soccer. My dad never watched soccer. He actually kind of got into it maybe 10 years ago and started watching it a little bit and learning about it. He just enjoyed learning about a new sport that he had never been really exposed to. So he enjoys watching it. Yeah, I don't know. It's very different. It's the same with hockey. I've never watched hockey. I just wasn't exposed to it growing up. It just wasn't something that that my family watched, or so I didn't watch it. But I got it. I also know that a lot of it, I mean, those guys are running up and down the field for so long, you know, if they get tripped up and it gives them 30 seconds to lay on the ground and rest, I get it. But what level 180 approach checklist, altimeter is 2981 set. Max auto start switches, left continuous approach checks. Approach checks are good, lights are on, attendants have been notified. What's up, buddy? FMC speed.
Traffic.
1502, Southwest 794, good evening. Las Vegas approach, good evening, Southwest 794 is out of 15,100, descending with the rounders 4, runway 26 left, information, November, moving like a visual approach, 26 left. Expect the visual approach runway 26 left, Southwest 794. I don't know what you had asked me. It looks like it cleared something out and I couldn't see it. Shutting off every 5 seconds. I figured out how to set this up so the screen stops turning off on me every 5 seconds. Your message isn't showing up. Well, I always advocate for someone getting a job. That's what I did. And I just worked. I still work my butt off all day, every day. So the money's out there. You just gotta work for it. Stop screen turning off. Settings, display, and brightness. Auto lock, never. There we go. Well, yeah, that is an issue. As I said, I don't think you probably could get a job. Yeah, I don't know how sponsors would work or anything like that. So I wish I had a better answer for you. You got it, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around. You know where to find me. As long as this doesn't break. All right, we're in FMC speed. Okay, buddy. All right, come back to 8,210 knots. Flight present heading to center maintain 7,000 Southwest 794. Down to 7,000 present heading, arm heading select MCP speed. Go back into terrain. Eight for 7. Probably going to ask us for the airport pretty soon here, which is going to be back over here. So once we get a turn going to the left, we can probably call it. We'll go back to the flap up maneuvering speed. There's alt hold. To 280 to center maintain 5,000 Southwest 794. Retard MCP speed, 280 on the heading. Hell yeah, pencil gods. We have a working yoke again. I thought I was never gonna get it. Leo, it may not be set up. That's a good question. I don't know, but seriously, you don't have to give me anything, man. We have the field Southwest 794. Lit visual approach runway 26 left Southwest 794. Alright, run our way down to Shand at 48. And we got Vorlock armed, we'll just capture from there. Man, it sucked being away for so long, I'll tell you. I appreciate it, Leo. Like I said, there's a good chance it's not set up. I'll be on, so I'll try to get it set up, and trust me, I'll be on again soon. But seriously, I appreciate it. You really don't have to do that. Flaps 1. Let's go ahead and arm approach. Get this back to flap 1 maneuvering speed. Field is in sight. Tower is going to be 19.9. There's Vorlock glide slow. Alright, let's kill everything. Got a beautiful visual approach. This approach is going to be 6,000 we'll set. Let's go ahead and go flaps 5. Back to the flap 5 maneuvering speed. Alright, tower is on standby. Over to tower 119.49 or something, 794. Ground is 21.1. That's on standby. We're in good shape. Las Vegas Tower, good day. Southwest 794. Visual approach, runway 26 left. Let it land, runway 26 left, Southwest 794. Let it go down, flaps 15. Clear to land, all the lights are on. And flaps 30. Right, before landing checklist, speed brakes armed to green light, letting it down to green, flaps 30, green light, landing checks are complete. 125 is our VAP. That's checked. Sync rate 750, airspeed's 128, stable.
Approaching 26 left.
Alright, so now basically we're following the PAPIs. We are not following the ILS glide slope because PAPIs are more accurate in MSFS, so we're just following the PAPIs, ignoring that glide slope.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
Go ahead and inhibit that. in Las Vegas. We're in the brakes, 60 knots. Yeah, we're gonna clear at Alpha 5. Southwest 794, clearing on Alpha 5, entering the ramp straight ahead of Bravo 5. Flaps up. Cross runway 26 right at Alpha 5 to the ramp via Bravo 5, Southwest 794, good day. Alright, APU is coming up. We are cleared across.
Approaching 08 left.
We are going to Charlie 24. All right. Alright, it looks like we're parking in between this 800 and this Max 8 up here. That's awesome, Pencil God. Hopefully, actually it looks like we're parking where this Max 8 belongs here. So let's go ahead and make that Max 8 go away so we can park here. I need to get my private license. Alright, number 2's coming off. Taxi lights off. Marshaller is nowhere to be found, so we're gonna park ourselves. Parking checklist. Parking brake set, start levers cut off, fuel pumps. One on, window off, probe auto, NEIS off, hydraulic pumps, electrics off, start switches off. Oil quantity is 84, hydraulic quantity 100. Radar is test. Transponder standby in zeros. Parking checklist is complete. All right, let's go ahead and start deboarding. Yes. Yeah, it just goes, no, that was shit. And you're like, no, I couldn't see you, bud. Okay. That one is done. We're going to go ahead and reset this. Let's go ahead and disarm all the doors. Let's get some ground power going here. And it is 38 degrees in Las Vegas, so we're just going to keep the APU running the whole time. Let's see. Ground services, that's all set. The only thing I need is a field truck. All right. Well, let's grab the iPad and let's get ready for our next flight. Is it this headset? Yeah. It's using the wrong headset. Hang on one second. Okay, this should be better now. Alright. Realized it was using, I've been away for so long, it was using my wrong mic. So, okay. Las Vegas for flight 2163. We gotta go ahead and load this up really quick.
PilotEdge disconnected.
Southwest 2163.
PilotEdge connected.
Perfect. Go ahead and load that. Las Vegas information, Oscar at 0256. Wind's going to be 230 at 10 miles. Scattered 15. Broken 25. 37, temperature 5, altimeter 2982. And we're using, they're launching us off 26 right. 19er left and right. Thanks for the heads up, Tucker. Like I said, it's been so long. I don't even have the settings right anymore. Okay, let's see here. Min release is 10.0. Min takeoff is 9.6. Gives us an arrival fuel of 5.1. We're allegedly out of here at 0345. We arrive at 0455. We're at Charlie 24. I don't know what gate we're going to in Burbank yet, but we can find out. I love that this app just resets itself every single time. This is great. I don't know who makes Southwest app, but they are by far. I mean, the Southwest app, unfortunately, I think is the GSX of airline apps. It just doesn't ever really work right. I don't know why this is delayed, but we're not gonna be delayed the entire day. We're going to ARFA 4 and we've got 10.4. Yeah, let me figure out how to do that. I gotta want to figure out where they even have that listed. But we'll do that in a second here. 2982. We gotta set up our route here. So we are off of runway 26 right on the Raider 2 to Sliver. Cream, and it's the Janny 5 from Cream. Routes, go to legs. Delete. Activate it and execute it. We have no alternates, so we're 4.4. Cost index is 23. We're going up to 220. Cruise wind is 232 at 16. Temperature deviation is plus 16, so minus 1, 2. Legs, we'll just wind data request that. Let's go ahead and tell GSX to start boarding already. Waiting for the wind request to come through.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, we got a wind forecast going in.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Perfect. We'll execute that. That's looking good. A couple other things we got to do. I already know it's going to be 3,200 is going to be the minimum cleanup altitude. There's 3,200 feet. And let's see here, we got to do our engine failure procedure. So it is based off of Las Vegas VOR /2.9/13. Perfect. Also have to make this nighttime now. Whoa, why is my airplane moving around? No idea what happened there. Okay. We've got that. We're going to be in good shape there. A couple of other things we can put. We're off 26 right. What do we have on the gas? 10.4. And the min cleanup on the SID here off 26 right is 500. 2682, or I'm sorry, the gradient is 500. 2682, 6 dry off 26 right. Let's go ahead and request the takeoff data for this guy. We'll go ahead and set the trim of 5.6. Perfect. 3,200, and that's looking good. And we've got all that set. Let's go ahead and look at fans GUI. Let's log on. We are now Southwest 2163. All right, we'll go ahead and send the log on there so we can get our PDC. Let me figure out. Yeah, so basically it's just a stream overlay. Instead of my camera, I just overlay my iPad. So yeah, I just cast my iPad to the screen so you guys can see my iPad. So instead of me just talking or using the airplane's iPad, which isn't great, I can use my own. All right, looking at, we're cleared to Burbank, Raider 2 Sliver as filed, climb via SID 22010, departure 25.9 with Squawka 6706. Let's go ahead and set that in there. All right, 6706 is set. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we can start to brief this up here. Just because we're already boarding and we got to get ready to head out of here. I use, what the heck is this program called? It's called Air Connect. I think I just got it on some, on the, I can't remember where the heck I got it. I want to say it was just in, just look up Air Connect screen mirroring. And you should be able to find it. It works quite well. It's once you start it, once you're on the same Wi-Fi, you basically just, yeah, use like, you just cast it. It's really cool. Okay. All right, are you ready for the departure brief? All right, you're going to be the pilot flying. I'm going to be the pilot monitoring on this flight. If we look at our station information page here for Las Vegas, Just got to think about it here. We're over here at Charlie 24. Whenever this decides to load. Okay, we're over here at Charlie 24. Pushback, really nothing special. Taxi out, don't pass into the movement area without a clearance from ground control, and contact ground number 1 at our assigned spot so we don't fuck up the sequence. And there's nothing special for the departure portion. We have no alternates. We are below our maximum landing weight. We can make an immediate return here to Las Vegas if we need to. It's not a special airport. We have no MELs. No domes that affect us, no adverse weather in the area. Taxi routing over to runway 26 right is going to be via Charlie Bravo. No hot spots, no limits. Taxi routes, runways dry, winds 6 knots on the nose, 8 knots off the left. Prior to 80 knots, we'll stop for any mast caution or non-normal indication. After 80 knots and up into V1, we will only stop for an engine fire or failure. Predictive wind shear warning, or if the aircraft is unable or unsafe to fly. After V1, we'll make a normal takeoff. We'll climb out at V2 plus 20. We're going to accelerate at 3,200 feet. Clean up the airplane and go from there. We'll clear to Burbank as filed. We are climbing via the SID, expecting 220 and 10, departure 25.9 with a squawk of 6706 is set. We're Vegas, Burbank, Southwest 2163 off 26 right, Raider 2 to Sliver, direct to Cream in the Janny 5. Raider 2 off of runway 26 right. We'll climb out a heading of 259 to intercept the 249 across Rudy. Maximum of 230 knots at or above 4,000 feet. Then we're going over to cells at or below 8,000. Raiders at or above 3,000 Sliver. We're going to be on LNAV and VNAV on the departure. We are not going to be doing heads-up takeoff. The minimum required climb gradient is a minimum climb of 500 feet per nautical mile to 2682, then a minimum climb of 275 feet per nautical mile to 6,700. We have a complex special off 26 right on the Raider departure. Minimum cleanup altitude for an engine out is 3,200 feet. All engines is 3,200 feet. If we have an engine failure at V1 to below 4,000, we'll climb via runway heading until reaching 2.9 DME from Las Vegas. At that point, we'll make a right turn heading of 035. We'll fly that till 13 DME from Las Vegas, then we'll make a right turn heading 100. If we have an engine failure at or above 4,000 and before cells, we'll continue on the SID. We'll hold at cells, left turns. Engine failure at or after cells, continue on the SID. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. You guys have any questions? Great, briefs are complete. We're out of here in 11 minutes. Let's go ahead and do this flow. We already got the APU going, so we don't have to do much there. Let's see, did I forget? No, cockpit door's open, good. Alright, A's off, B's on. Going to 220, and Burbank is what, 750? 750, it's there, it's the FO's lag. We're good. That's good. Alright, everything is looking good. Not sure what's going on with my airplane here. It's rocking around a little bit, but that's alright. And we're 21. Southwest 2163, that's all set, and we can see our clearance here. All right, we're out of here in 10 minutes. and 10 departures 125.9 and a squawk 6706. All right, let's see how GSX is doing with the boarding portion. I would assume they're done. All right, let's go ahead and run the before push checklist, or before set checklist. All right, before push checklist, or correction, before start checklist, FMC programmed, briefings complete. Oxygen mask and quantity checked, EC's on. Navigation switches, normal. Display switches, auto normal. Fuel is 10.4, fluid 10.0, center pumps off, passenger signs on, window beat on, hydraulic pumps ease off, ease on, pressurization set, no. Flight instruments are 2982 set, auto brakes RTO, takeoff warning horn checked, parking brake is set, transponder TARA, aileron and rudder trim is set before, so checks are complete. Let's see here, the throttle. Give me standby one and I'll tell you. Let's take a look here. I will put it in the chat for you, so this way you have it. One second, I'm coming. There you are, sir. All right, I'm going to grab a water really quick, and I'll be right back, and we're going to get out of here. Okay. I did put in the chat. I don't, if you can't see it, I'm sorry. It's called the Flightsim PM737 Throttle Quadrant. It is also in anything that I have in the video here that you can see. It also should be listed in the description of the video. All right, we got 5 to go. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody, and we'll be on our way. Folks on Flight Tech, my name is Dan. I'm your captain aboard today. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight, Southwest Airlines Flight 2163, with service over to Burbank. We'll be on our way here in just a couple of minutes, climbing up to 22,000 feet, 48 minutes, wheels up to wheels down in Burbank. Currently in the Burbank area, temperature 75 degrees, clear skies, light winds out of the south. We're expecting pretty much the same for the day. This evening, 64 degrees of a low in Burbank and clear skies is what they're forecasting. Should be a nice night for flying. Thanks so much for choosing us here at Southwest Airlines. We'll be on our way in just a couple of minutes. Welcome aboard. All right, wonderful. Let's go ahead and close up the door. Thank you all for coming. Perfect. Mine was non-motorized. Let me take a quick look at what you're... They may have actually changed it. I've had this now for a couple of years. What is going on? What the hell was that? I'm going to go ahead and blame GSX for that, because I don't know what the hell that was. Let's see here. I don't know what, I can't remember what that adapter is for, I'm sorry. I think that was for like external power, like you can have this powered externally without using your computer power. I think that's what it is. I think that's what the 12 volt adapter thing is. If you want to not use your, if you don't want to use power through like a USB from your computer, then you can have a separate power source for it. I think that's what it is. All right. See a zero fuel weight of 117. 27.4. Let's put fans GUI away, get love cars back out. It's going to be, we're going to run 58 over 37. Climb 2, flap 1. 88.3 over 88.6, that works. It's 32, 33, 35. Maybe an LNAV and VNAV, and we have a non-standard cleanup of 1019. All right, let me get my seat in position. Alright, and let's prepare for pushback and departure.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, before push checklist is 0 fuel weight 117.0, set takeoff weight is going to be 127.4 cross checked. N1 is going to be 58 over 37 reduced set. Runway 26 right set, flaps PWB 1, CDU 1, V speeds are going to be 32, 33, 35 set, stab trim 5.6 set, minimum cleanup altitude is 3,200 feet set, flight deck door lights out, full push checks are complete.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
All right, we are ready to get out of here. Back to Burbank.
Locking gear.
Quick edit push on the map. Looks good to me.
Parking brakes, please.
doors. Let's go ahead and arm all the doors. That's all good. Brakes released, you're clear to push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, packs off. Spin 2.
Please set parking.
Low pressure. Light off. Gonna kill the rest of the lights in here. There we go. Start a cutout. Roll back.
Unlocking gear.
Text off, spin 1. Low pressure.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Light off. Start a cutout. Roll back. Alright, tug tow bar, bypass pin, communications bag are clear. Setting by flaps. Flaps 1. Control check. Alright, before taxi checklist, electrical generators on, probe heat on, NTS off, flight controls free, flight deck windows closed and locked, flaps CDU 1, indicates 1, before taxi checklist complete. Alright, dome lights off. Come on, brakes. There we go. Back on our way to Burbank. Information Oscar will contact ground number 1 at spot 11. Las Vegas Ground, good evening, Southwest 2163, spot 11, taxi with Oscar. Runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie Bravo, Southwest 2163. All right, Charlie Bravo it is. It's gonna be a left turn here. Going all the way down to 26 right. Approaching departure runway. Before takeoff checklist, minimum takeoff fuel verified. Departure plan not required. Attendant notification complete. Electrical generators on. Probe heat on. NTA's off. Depex auto bleeds engine on APU off. Start switch is left continuous. APU is off. Flaps CDU 1 indicates 1 green light. Start levers idle. Recall. Checked. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Alright, we got Southwest getting out of here, and then we'll be up next. Departure's 25-9. Wait to call tower until once this guy starts rolling. It's AI traffic, so he doesn't actually exist. So if I call for takeoff clearance now, the PilotEdge is going to give me takeoff clearance, and I would end up running into this guy. Las Vegas Tower, good evening, Southwest 2163, ready to go, runway 26 right. Runway 26 right, clear for takeoff, Southwest 2163. Alright, runway 26 right is verified, final is clear. Alright, let's go fly him. Set takeoff thrust 88.6.
On runway 26 right.
Knots.
V1. Rotate.
Howdy, girl. Departure Southwest 2163 today. Alright, my FO's flying, so the autopilot's immediately going on. Las Vegas departure, good day, Southwest 2163, passing 3,200, climbing via the radar 2. Set speed, climb thrust. Flaps up. Those flying, weather's on his side. Wait for 3,000 feet, we'll go ahead and accelerate. Set our top altitude. Alright, we go to accelerate, then 1 VNAV speed. Once we pass 7,200 feet, we'll go ahead and delete the D-rate. It's 5,000 feet above field elevation. FMC speed VNAV path. We'll go ahead and delete the D-rate. Here we go, there's N1 VNAV speed. We're up to flight level 190 at this point. And we'll go ahead and start kind of looking at some of the arrival stuff already. Time. Alright, that's 10,000 feet. Time checklist, pressurization, check start switches off, APUs off, time checks. Florida 124.65, Southwest 2160. LA Center, good day, Southwest 2163 is out of 13,300, climbing the it is. And pretty much immediately we're going to have to start looking at our arrival brief here. This Nvidia 85 arrival, Southwest 2163. Alright, so we're cleared down via the J95 already. As soon as we get up here, let's actually go ahead and start looking at the weather here. We're going to end up doing a visual approach. I kind of can already know. The weather was nice. It's going to stay nice. It's Southern California. Yeah, 2993. Everything's looking great. There's 18,000 feet. Standard is set. We're in FCP speed and VS. We're going down to 1,000 feet a minute. This way we don't go ripping through our cruise altitude and end up having the VNAV kind of pitch itself over too much. Okay, so looking ahead to our arrival brief here. Couple of things really quickly before actually we do that. Touchdown zone elevation is 727. That's what we need in the Barrow because it's going to be a visual approach. We're just going to back it up with the ILS, so I'm going to use it just to kind of program the localizer, the final approach course, but everything else, this is just going to be a visual approach. Forecast, the altimeter was 2,993. Go ahead and plug that in. We already have the winds. 6.1 is our arrival. Go over to Love Cars and plug in 6.1. Runway 8, flap 40. Request landing data. It's a visual approach, so we don't need to do the missed approach climb gradient. Landing weight 23.1, flap 40, all that stuff is looking good. So take a look really quick and see what PilotEdge, Burbank, Burbank information, Juliet 0353. Wind is going to be 130 at 7. 10 miles. Clear skies. Temperature's 23. 2.14 altimeter 2993. And we're arriving on runway 8. We're also arriving on 15. But it's going to be runway 8 for us. Prague, landing weight of 123.1. Club 40, 128 plus 5 is 133. Perfect. I'm going to plug in the ILS 8 just so there's something in there. We'll level off at 220. We were cleared to descend via... Okay, so looking at the arrival brief.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten seatbelt sign has been...
Alright, it's going to be the Jenny 5 arrival from Cream, Donut, John, is that a maintained flight level 20? Basil, Diver, is that or below, flight level 190. Chickens, Copal at a maintained 14,000, Palmdale, VOR at a below 13,000. Jenny's at a maintained 8,000, Puck is at a maintained 8,000, Elmer's at or above 7,000, Rabbit at a maintained 6,000. Then it's a 201 heading with radar vectors to the approach. Transition level is going to be 18,000 feet. There's no adverse weather in the area. If we look at our station information page for Burbank. Okay, Burbank 7. We are going to, it looks like Alpha 4. Is where they have us. Vienna's airport is 6 miles west, heavy GA traffic. So just something to be aware of. Flights into Burbank may be descended to minimum vectoring altitudes by approach control. It is common to receive approach vectors which may result in being high and or fast for the approach. The runway 8 PAPI threshold for crossing height is 72 feet, which is higher than standard. If touchdown occurs beyond Delta 8 Charlie 8 intersection, the ability to stop on the remaining runway may be compromised. That's really all we have, and also just close proximity to the terminal on runway 8. It's going to be visual approach backed up by the ILS. The ILS that's tuned in is 109.5 is set. Final approach course will be 079, set both sides, glide slope and buddy. 2753 on a 3-degree glide slope is checked, and airport elevation 778, touchdown zone elevation 727 is set. Clock 40 landing, auto brakes off. Landing on runway 8 will vacate pretty much right into Alpha 4, so it's right turn to Alpha 4, start the APU, and we'll park. Any questions? All right, so check's complete. 3 is the altimeter. Perfect. All right, while we have a second, let's take a look and see what our schedule is tomorrow. On our way to Burbank, we've got a nice 15-hour overnight in Burbank, and then it looks like we'll find Southwest 138 tomorrow, over to Denver, then over to Albuquerque, and then over to Las Vegas. Let's see what airplane we're going to be on. Looks like we're going to be on 907. So it looks like airplane tomorrow is 907. Very nice. And then that's it for this trip. It's It's an easy 2-day. Then we're picking up a quick little turn on Tuesday. Las Vegas to Des Moines, Denver, Vegas. Should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. So, all good stuff. Hopefully by then I'll figure out the max so I can actually use the max panel properly. We're at FMC speed and VNAV path. We were cleared to descend via the star down to 6,000. That's set. Turning towards Donut. Our top of descent here is about 20 miles. Real quick flight. This is one of my favorites. I've flown Vegas to Burbank many, many times. According to Volanta, I've flown this route 60 times before. So we do a lot of the Vegas to Burbank hops. It is one of my absolute favorite airports in the sim. It's a pain in the butt to get in and out of just because of the short runways and weirdness of the airport, but gosh, it is one of my favorites, I'll tell you. It's also a fun little landing. The runway's short, so we need to absolutely just kind of plop the airplane down onto the ground. Burbank is not a place you get a nice smooth landing. It's also really, really hard to get a low landing rate in Burbank because the runway slopes away from you. So it's one of those airports. It is basically impossible to get a nice landing rate. Even though I really wish that it just did it calculated the G's correctly, and in this way you could see really how nice of a landing it was, of just ignoring the rate, but. Very nice. Welcome to Atlanta. We're about to begin the descent into Burbank. We're already cleared down to 6,000. Top of descent is in 12 miles. We're not going to start down early because we got to cross John at a maintain flight level 220, and then we can begin the descent. Got Ontario right over here. We can see LA. Vegas is back there. Daggett, California. Barstow is right over there. Back in the flight deck here, and top of descent is in 3 miles. For some reason we had a VNAV disconnect. FMC speed VNAV path. And there's the descent. VNAV path. I actually believe I've had that twice now, going into Burbank here. My first flight back was Vegas Burbank, and I had that where the VNAV disconnected right at that point, and I don't know why. It's kind of strange. But anyways, we're going down 265 knots. For the descent, seatbelt sign is on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the fasten seatbelt sign has been turned on. Please be in your seat with your seatbelt visible and fastened. Thank you. Over to 125.27 Southwest, 2163. Okay, let's quit it. LA Center, good day. Southwest 2163 is out of flight level 201, descending via the Jan 5. Two triple lander Southwest 2163. Right, 29er is the Victorville altimeter. So we're going to need to stay on this altimeter until we get around Hawk or Wabbit coming into Burbank. Then we're going to switch over. We'll talk to SoCal at that point. And that's where we get the local altimeter setting for Burbank. But right now it's going to be 29er is going to be the setting we're going to use here in Palmdale. We'll talk to Joshua Approach, and Joshua Approach is going to have that altimeter. Agent Alberto, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. We're just descending into Burbank after a nice evening of flying here. We started out, flew Las Vegas to Oakland, Oakland to Burbank, Burbank, Vegas, now Vegas to back to Burbank to be done for the evening. Nice, Tucker. Tomorrow, pull up our little schedule for tomorrow for everybody to see what we're doing. Tomorrow, we're going to go live tomorrow around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, for Southwest 138, we are doing Burbank to Denver, Denver to Albuquerque, Albuquerque to Las Vegas. Should be a really nice day. Looking forward to a good day there. And then on Tuesday, we picked up a day trip. We're doing Vegas to Des Moines, Des Moines over to Denver, plane change, and then Denver over to Las Vegas. Should be fun. Looking forward to a couple days of flying. Flight level 180, approach checklist. Altimeters 29er is set, packs are auto, start switches are left continuous, approach checklist complete. Alright, heading into Burbank. Over top of, we got Victorville off our left. Actually, there it is, right down there. That's where a couple of our 300s are over there. That's where some of them went to go get scrapped. Got Ontario right down the road there. Looking forward to flying into Denver tomorrow. Denver, Denver, Midway. That's such a solid day. I remember when I used to be Midway based. Forward approach on 126.1 Southwest 2163. Phoenix or Newark to Charlotte. That's solid. I love the A321, man. Joshua approach. Good evening. Southwest 2163 out of 16,300. Descending via the Jandy 5. It's 2996. All right, 2996. I just cannot wait for Phoenix to do a 321 Neo, or even a 320 Neo, man. Those are going to be freaking awesome. I don't know what my deal was. I tried screwing around with the FS Labs A321 Neo. I could not, for the life of me, figure out how to calibrate my Thrustmaster Airbus throttles for that airplane, and got upset and annoyed and quit. I don't know what my problem was, but we were acting really weird and I couldn't figure it out. It's the only airplane that I bought that I just have never, I've done 0 flights, and I bought it like over a year ago, and I've done 0 flights with it. like just barely enough light. Got Burbank right over here. Let's see if we got a new ATIS for Burbank, see if there's anything new. Send that over really quick. Temperature still 2993, winds are 120 at 7, 10 miles clear. So, perfect. Oh yeah, man, I'd love to do some, like, JetBlue does some awesome stuff out of JFK. American, when they start their Neos going to Europe, oh man, that'd be so much fun. Hopefully that day comes sooner rather than later. Maybe when that comes out, we'll finally see the Pmdg 737 MAX. I've been waiting for that airplane since like 2016. Maybe 2018. It had to be 2018 because they announced it because we thought it was coming for P3D. And then it didn't happen. And then we thought, oh, it could be for 2020. And then that didn't happen. Now we're in 2024. Love this 747 to release so I could do some cargo stuff. I used to love to fly Cargo Lux 747s. God, that'd be so much fun. Centered. Alright, we're flying over top of Palmdale. Might be a couple of Janet airplanes down there, you never know. Right, Hanami? Pretty solid couple days there. (34.2) Southwest 2163. SoCal approach today, Southwest 2163 is out of 9,900. Sending me the Janet 5. Information Juliet at Burbank. Visual approach to runway 8. At 3, we'll expect the visual approach runway 8, Southwest 2163. All right. Oh yeah, flying the 777, some cargo stuff. I would love to fly FedEx. It just sucks that FedEx has HUDs, and there's no way that I can simulate that properly. I wish we could have a HUD in the 777 like FedEx, but we might have to do a couple FedEx flights in the 777. I'm thinking there's plenty of fun flights like Memphis Newark, solid 777 flight. But then when the Bluebird 757 comes out, so many options for some awesome flights with some great airplanes. Okay, coming 8,000, come through 8,000 on our way down to 6. Puck is at 8,000. So basically we're looking at coming in here, and then we'll just end up getting the visual approach backed up by the ILS. Typically they'll break us off before Wabbit, and then kind of fly us east of Van Nuys and then hook us in over Van Nuys Airport. Something to be aware of, Buddy is over Van Nuys Airport, and if we end up having to cross Van Nuys that are above 3,000, that does put us above the glide slope. So we're going to have to capture the glide slope from above. So if that's the case, we just want to make sure we slow down nice and early and get all the way back to like the flap up maneuvering speed over Van Nuys. This way, when it comes time to, we can just kind of knock the nose down and get down without gaining too much speed. That's one of the things that can get you into trouble in Burbank, is carrying a little too much speed and having them wanting you to capture the glide slope from above. That typically is a challenge. I actually see Burbank over there. I think that's Whiteman. Van Nuys is over here. Yeah, I'm fairly positive that's Whiteman, and then we've got Burbank just off our left there. About time for us to start getting some vectors here. There's 7 for 6. I'm checking it out here. Expecting probably around Silex area. Get vectored in. We'll see though. Maybe they give us a short approach. I kind of doubt it though. They typically don't do that. Something else to be aware of that we're looking for, lots of GA traffic. So there's some GA traffic there off our left, and then we got some more GA traffic off our right. I can see one, I can see two of them right over here. Well, thanks, man. I'm not, but I appreciate it. All right, we're gonna go into heading. Heading cell. So we're in heading cell and VNAV alt. Let's go ahead and start slowing down. There's no reason to be flying through here at 240 knots. Down to 5,000, Southwest 21. 160, 5,000, we're in level change. Upon reaching 5,000, back to 180 knots, Southwest 2163. Alright, just put it at 220 for now. Let's get down to 5 and then we'll go ahead and start killing the speed off there. Yeah, the best thing you can do, man, is just practice. Just keep flying on VATSIM, get practice talking on the radio. That's the only way that you'll be able to, that you'll start to feel comfy with it. Flaps 1. It's 5,000, coming all the way back to 180 knots. It's got us way high, so we're just going to have to figure early. 3,000, Southwest 2163. 3,000 retard MCP speed. Let's start dive bombing this airplane down. We got flaps to 5. It's going to give us the turn, and we're going to capture the glide slope from above. Just like I was saying, we're going to left turn to 080, Southwest 2163. Fozix 777W, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. 180 knots, 080 on the heading. On our way down, 4 for 3. We've got the speed brakes out. Flaps are 5. Field in sight, Southwest 2163. The visual approach runway 8 and over to tower in 18.7, Southwest 2163. All right, we're cleared for the visual. It just takes time. The more you do it, it just depends on how often you do it. It's going to take the flight directors away because we're no longer following them. I can't remember if he handed me over the tower. Southwest 2163, I'm sorry. Did you hand us over the tower? Go over to tower 1870 today, Southwest 2163. You'll start to, the other thing, dude, listen to ATC. Because the more you listen to it, the more you'll become attuned to, like, what they're probably going to tell you, and it helps. Burbank Tower, good evening, Southwest 2163, visual approach, runway 8. Running go down, flaps 15. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. Little land, runway 8, Southwest 2163. Approach altitude, go up to 6,000, about 25. Up 40. Alright, we are clear to land. All the lights are on. Before landing checklist, speed brakes are green light, landing down, 3 green, flaps 40 green light. Before landing checks are complete. We're getting a little slow. Gotta get this baby back in there. But yeah, not only practicing, but listening to ATC is going to be a big help to you. So just listen to like Atlanta or something like that. Just find somewhere that's busy and just start listening. You'll get the hang of it.
Approaching 08, 5,800 feet available.
Alright, again, we are clear to land. All the lights are on. At this point, the glide slope means nothing to me.
100. 50. 30. 10.
That's a little bit of a long landing. Let's get into the brakes.
2,000 feet remaining.
And going to Alpha 4, which is kind of already it's kind of already taken by traffic, so let's do this. Go. Going to Alpha 4. Southwest 163 clearing the runway. Have a thing. Flaps. Going. And there's our marshaller. It says go left, but that seems kind of wrong to me. It's not bad. Just waiting on the APU here. APU is still coming up. No, it's not. Like I said, really the big thing that'll help you, like I said, is knowing kind of what they're gonna say to you. Because if you already kind of know what's coming, then you can be ready for. Then you know what you want to say in response because you already kind of know what's coming. If you is on the buses, 1 minute. Yeah, the gates here are so tiny that generally GSX doesn't quite do it right. Which, I mean, you know, talk about a shocker, GSX doesn't do anything right. Here we go. Back to there, off. Parker checklist, parker brake, set start levers, cut off fuel pumps, one on, widowed off, propane auto, any ice off, hydraulic pumps, electrics off, start switches off, oil quantity 84, hydraulic quantity 100, radar test, transponder standby and zeros, parking checklist is complete. There you go. All right, we need to go ahead and back on, and then let's go ahead and call for deboarding. And we made it. It's another day in the books, 4 legs down. Yeah, looks like it spawned an airplane inside of me. That's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and figure that out. Let's go here. Aircraft. There we go. All right. We're all finished up. Let's go ahead and do the walk around outside. It's a nice night, so I'll let the FO tidy up upstairs here. We'll go ahead and do the walk around outside here. Oh, you know what? I need to set all this crap because it doesn't do it right anymore. Go ahead and set the chocks. Let's get all that stuff set up. Alright, let's just do a walk around really quick, make sure the airplane is all good before we button it up for the evening. Good, didn't hit anything. There's no bird guts or anything in here, so that's good. Pitot tubes look good, AOA vane's good, ground power's good, static ports are good. Engine, as good as it can be. All looking good. Again, doesn't look like I hit anything, so that's good. Good leading edges. Nav light's still good. Static wicks are good. We're just letting this airplane deboard as well. So we have to wait for everybody to get off this airplane before we can go ahead and shut it down. Tires are looking good. Brake wear indicator pins are still good. All that is still looking good. Looking good. Yeah, no birds, didn't hit anything, nobody hit me. Again, looking at the brake wear indicator pins, those are good, no problems there. Still looking good. Engines are looking great. Let's check the fans, make sure there's nothing wrong with any of the fans. Acoustic lining still looks good. Lighting there still looks good. Static port's good. Cool. Get back into the flight deck here. All right. And that's it. Start cleaning up the airplane. Let's go ahead and get on the ground power here. Let's go ahead and disconnect affiliate view. Cool. Let's see, how's GSX doing here? It's about halfway done. Again, we're just waiting for all these passengers to get off, so then this way we can just turn the airplane off and get out of here. Oh, man. I'll tell you guys what, man. It feels so nice. So nice to be back. Thank you guys for being here. It sucked being away for 2 months while I was getting my yoke repaired, but man, does it feel good to be back. Feels good to have a working yoke again. I can fly and enjoy it. Ah, it's so great. How's GSX doing? Almost done. Again, I'll go ahead and throw it in the Discord here so you guys can see, but I'm going to bring it up one more time for everybody. Schedule for tomorrow. So we have basically a 16-hour overnight here in Burbank. Then tomorrow afternoon here, 2:45 Pacific time. That's going to be 5:45 Eastern Standard Time, or 21:45 Zulu. We'll be back at it. We're flying, actually it's the same flight number all day, Southwest 138. We are Burbank to Denver, Denver to Albuquerque, and then Albuquerque over to Las Vegas. We'll be done Las Vegas about 9:25 Pacific. That'll be 12:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 04:25 Zulu time. We'll be wrapping up with this trip. And then when this trip's done, we're actually picked up found a trip in open time here on Tuesday. I'm picking up, we do Tuesday afternoon, Las Vegas to Des Moines over to Denver, and then we're doing a plane change in Denver and picking up an 800 over back home to Las Vegas. Real easy. Should be a nice stream though. 10-hour duty day, so. But yeah, that's what we got so far. I don't have anything else scheduled for the rest of the month. Stuff will get put in the schedule here kind of as I see how the month goes. Going forward, Wednesday nights, I'm not going to stream at all on Wednesday nights. I can't. I work until 9 p.m. on Wednesday nights, and by the time I get home, I have to go to sleep because I got to be back at work at 7 a.m. on Thursday morning. So probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are going to be challenging for me to stream, but the goal is, Saturday, Sunday, definitely Monday and Tuesday to kind of get those as the stream days. So. All right, let's see how GSX is doing. Not saying I won't stream on those days, but there's a good chance I won't. Definitely not Wednesday. Wednesday, there's basically no way. Okay, deboarding is complete, so we can go ahead and start shutting down the airplane here. The only thing I didn't do was annotate the logbook. Went ahead and killed ATC, so we don't have to listen to them anymore. We are here in Burbank. We parked with 59, 60, 10 on the gas. We got 87.93 on the oil. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and shut this airplane down. So we'll do the terminating checklist. This is a read and do checklist. So stab trim is in the green band. IRSs are off. Emergency exit lights off. External lights off. Ground power off. APU off. Battery off. Terminating checks are complete. I think that is that's exciting. That's another stream done, and I am just happy to be here with you guys. So that is going to wrap it up for us here in Burbank. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning, or tomorrow afternoon rather. Burbank, Denver, Albuquerque, Vegas. So that'll be tomorrow. Thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you.